What has been the most groundbreaking benefit of ChatGPT so far? I know we use it for coding, writing assignments and idea generation. Has ChatGPT been part of any groundbreaking task which might have not been possible earlier without it? Edit: I didn't expect this to get so many responses and a lot of them are insightful. Thanks a lot for the gold. I asked ChatGPT to come up with itinerary for cities that I am traveling to. I just type in how should I spend one day or a weekend in NYC. Comes up with some great suggestions. Learning. I'm a developer at a big company for several years, but sometimes I feel stupid asking certain questions. Now I can without fear of judgment. Then I realized I can brush up on philosophy that I used to read a lot in my college days but forgot. I can ask silly questions about economics that I never really took the time to understand. And I can ask variations of the same questions over and over and over. You can learn so many other subjects in this augmented manner now. Game changer. Practicing job interviews. Earlier I would Google a ton of questions and write down my answers before rehearsing it out loud in my living room. Now I feed ChatGPT my resume, CV, the job posting and the information I can find on the interviewer's. With the speech-to-text in the app, I even get to practice being concise and precise in my answers. I feel like it's been groundbreaking for leveling the playing field. People who previously were unable to form their thoughts in a professional manner now have the ability to do so. It's been huge for helping me to communicate and helping to promote and represent myself at work. I also think that therapy via AI is going to be hugely beneficial for society as a whole. There's been numerous times where I was able to talk to ChatGPT about a very small problem in a quick and concise manner. And I definitely felt better afters. Just giving people the means to process information conversationally without social hurdles and costs is a quiet revolution. I think. Something that could fundamentally change many human experiences. But in the background. Learning any subject, the learning hits different because you are chasing the information down and asking for examples versus getting it shouted into your face and taking shitty notes. You can even generate your own tests. The information retention is also better. It is similar to subtitles while watching something. Academia is very scared, but this is going to completely revolutionize learning. Therapy IMO. I see tons and tons of people using it as therapists at a time when therapist availabilities are at all-time lows. I see AI therapy being the only solution to fix our global mental health crisis. I solved a problem with a trading bot I've been stuck on for 2 months in 25 minutes. Problem solving. Instead of Googling and looking up Stack Overflow threads for hours, I can just ask ChatGPT and get a response in seconds. Definitely writing code for me. However, I'd say the most groundbreaking benefit has been that it sparked this new wave of technology. In terms of an explosion of products, it feels like it single-handedly ushered in a new age for human tech. Overnight exaggerating. Of course, there was suddenly all these competing tools I actually use an AI plugin to help me writing code. Rather than ChatGPT, all sorts of AI tools for art, etc. It is groundbreaking how fast you can write documentation. Last week I wrote a 12-page doc in 3 hours. Personalized instruction at scale in a wide variety of subjects in multiple languages is, I think, its most groundbreaking use case. I've found a use that I'm sure other people are using, but I haven't seen anyone say. I have numerous meetings over Microsoft Teams at work. I use the function to transcribe the meeting, which attaches everyone's name with what they said. I simply drop this text log into ChatGPT with the comment, "Please review this meeting transcription and document any important information and actions." 30 seconds later, everyone's actions are documented, and I send them out to everyone. Just one of many things it helps with in my work. It told me how to best clean my shower curtain liner in the washing machine. It said to add some towels to the load, which helped to scrub it. Genius. I'm a client on a big environmental project. For me, the biggest benefit has been brainstorming ideas for new innovations to test through our work. It's bringing a wider range of ideas to the table than the consultants. As a student, I'd say a near infinite pool of revision questions. I'd paste my lecture notes for a particular week into it and tell it to give me 10-15 questions based on them. Which was honestly a godsend, because we never get given review questions, and Quizlet Anki can only get me so far. I translated my mother's 300-page recipe file into another language and gave it to my mother-in-law for Mother's Day, with cooking tips for tools she has in her country and advice on substitutions that are available to her. It took a week. Edit. I guess when I think about it, this doesn't seem all that groundbreaking from a technology perspective, but to have all the pieces working together like this to accomplish a personal project like that was pretty cool to see. Learning. You can use ChatGPT to learn subjects you couldn't understand before because it is not explained in a way that your brain can comprehend, but with ChatGPT you can tell it to explain in various ways until you get it. Even explain like I'm 5. I now can have conversations about actual topics with my parents, since I've convinced him to ask ChatGPT for their tech support needs. ChatGPT are entangled in a digital symbiosis. Seriously. My chaotic ad thoughts are getting structured. And it's like I'm mirroring its way of explaining things. You become who you hang with. A break from reliance on Google. I feel like a more fully actualized person because of ChatGPT. When it first came out, I spent weeks just learning all about the things I'd always been curious about but didn't quite know how to Google. It's completely changed my life. I can't even imagine how useful this is for students. ChatGPT is the best computer science teacher for me. Looking back, I haven't been stuck with a specific task at work since ChatGPT came out. That's a huge performance game in software development. Academic and career guidance. I am finishing my bachelor's degree following a career change, and I'm still learning what exactly I want to do. ChatGPT has helped me pass through that and see what kinds of jobs exist that align with my interests and values. It's given me job titles and descriptions and explained how my experiences qualify me for the roles. Helped me to learn overall basics of data structures and algorithms, since my college covered very few of the basics. I use it to 1. Improve my professional writing, English being my second language. 2. Research travel plans and develop itineraries.